What is going on, everybody? Shane here, hanging out in the Flipped Lifestyle community forums, helping people take their online dreams to the next level. And one of the things I love to do, you know this, if you're on my email list, is email marketing. I love some email marketing. So I put out a shout out the other day to say, hey, you want me to look at your email? I'll help you rewrite it. So I got an email here from Lance. Haven't even read it yet, actually. So I'm going to go through this email live and give this a good solid edit for Lance. And I'm going to help him get a better email to send out to his list that can convert better. So background, I've written thousands of emails, millions of words of copy. I know what I'm doing. Sold thousands of memberships. Pay attention here. All right. Lance says, thanks, Shane. Working on my email sequence I started last week. Day 2 email. Problem plus solution. Got it. This is download a Jumpstart. Okay, so this is after they've downloaded a Jumpstart, 46 quick wins for the modern Christian man. So that's the context here. No subject line, so we'll just copy this. I'm actually going to copy this, and I'm going to take this over to Google Drive, and that way we can look at it there. And I can make edits as we go. Now, the first thing I notice immediately is this is written like a letter they taught you to write in high school. Looks like a business letter. I can tell you right now, that's not how email should flow. Email needs spacing. Email needs scrollability. It doesn't need giant wall of text, okay? I try to never have more than 3 lines of text on any paragraph. And really, I try to keep it to 2 as much as possible. I also hate text in emails that it just doesn't work. If it's going really far all the way across the page, which this is just in Google Drive, but like, in your email, you can like close margins too. So you can like close up the margins and make it thinner if you wanted to. I'm going to control ZZ there, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I don't like that, it's just people skim it and they don't read it, right? You need them to be short bursts real fast. So I'm going to read this and space it out as we go. So of course we're going to put their name, subject line here. I usually decide on the subject line last. Back to that. Name. Most men do not add meaningful relationships to the life after 30. Okay. So maybe, but I think it would be better to start with a question that really makes it personal. Like, name. Do you have any meaningful relationships? Ooh. Now, some people are going to be like, yeah, and they stop reading, but other people are going to be like, no. Right? So, do you have any meaningful relationships? You are not alone. Boom. Now, most men do not add meaningful relationships. Okay. Now, here's where we start spacing things out. Look how much better this will read. So, look at this big block of text. Watch this. You're busy balancing work, marriage, and kids. Space that out. Look how clean that is. Look, doesn't that make you just want to scroll? Shane, do you have any meaningful relationships? You're not alone. Most men do not add meaningful relationships to their adult life until after they're 30. And for good reason. That's what we need to say here. We need to set the tone. And for good reason. ... I love ... You'll see ... dots everywhere, like periods and stuff like that. I try to get away from them because people stop when they see a period. You're busy. Let's keep the dots going. Balancing work, marriage, and kids. Dots going. Keep reading. Navigating navigating bills and hosts climbing the ladder for every family in decades to come. Okay, so watch this. This whole sentence can be summed up like this. Trying to pay the bills. Hopefully playing well for retirement. Awesome quote by Mark Twain that said, I would have wrote you a short letter, but I didn't have time. You could cut things down to really bite-sized chunks. Your letter can be long up and down, but it needs to be short left and right. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just flying through this now, right? Hopefully playing well for retirement. Why does it not think it's spelled right? Whatever. Give or take a few years at 36, hit that brick wall. You're just going too deep. You're trying to tell me everything, period, right? Like your sex life is disappointing. What if I don't get the promotion? Whatever. These are all fine, but we've kind of already covered that. Work, marriage, kids. Everybody knows their problems, right? So, all these things like don't need to be said. Remember, this is kind of like the subject line is kind of like the envelope. And the letter is designed to get them to take the next action, not be a sales page. You know what I mean? I mean, this is kind of a sales page, I think, because you're going to try and get me to join. But I think all this stuff would be on a sales page. And you're just trying to get me to click to go to the sales page and build some click momentum. So I don't think that, any of this is really like necessary. You're trying to set up your story. Let me keep reading. Give or take a few years, most men at the age of 36 will hit a brick wall. How about you feel? I bet you feel like you've hit a brick wall. I bet you feel like you've hit a brick wall. I'm just going to delete the rest of this. I don't think you need all this stuff. Okay. How do I know? I've been down. I went down that road. Like I've been down that road. No, don't ever say my story is not your story, because no. What you want to say is my story could become your story. My story is a lot like your story. This is the story you've been looking for to give you hope, because it's the story that ends the way you want yours to end, right? No, always be like, my story is your story. We're family. We're friends. You're coming down the road. I've been down the road and I'm coming back to get you, son. Right? So yeah, we're going to take this out. Okay. And I see, okay, so we have a story out in place. I became prideful. Shingles. Let's take this out. I know what you're doing. I know that you have a faith-based brand, but you don't have to talk about that yet. You can talk about that stuff on the sales fair. I became prideful, Pastor, and ended up with high blood pressure, shingles, and performance anxiety. It was awful. How about this? It was awful. Not the life Christ intended for a Christian man. We said all that stuff that big sentence said, but we don't have to speak an analogy. On the outside, life looked good. How about on the inside, life was grand. Sound familiar? Because you want it to sound familiar. You want to build that familiarity. Actually, I'm gonna put that in. So on the inside, my life looked grand. Life was grand. Sound familiar? That actually might be a better ... Sound familiar? We want them to pause there, and yeah, it does sound familiar. On the inside, I could not hear the voice of God. That's a great sentence right there. I'm going to leave this. We've had a lot of 2-sentence, shorter. See how it's going to flow? Every line is a different length. If you have too many lines in a row, 3 or 4 that are the same length, you want to add add one, maybe do a 2-sentence line. On the inside, and this is probably a place where they're really leaning in now. On the inside, I could not hear the voice of God. In anxious attempts, my wife and I agreed to a season of prayer and fasting to decide what was next. That's definitely a ... What was next? Keep reading. Many lives led to where I am today, and where you could be tomorrow. Have to make our story their story when we're doing this, right? Whenever you're doing any kind of copywriting and you're trying to sell something, the goal is to make sure that they recognize clearly that you are where they want to be, right? You are what they want to accomplish. The thing that you have is the thing that they want, right? So we're constantly planting that inception. No, we don't need to pour. We've poured enough salt in their wound. We don't need to keep telling them how bad their life sucks. Actually, no, don't say that. Don't say I'm not sure where you are. You know, as the leader, I know where you are. I know where you are, Lance. I know where you are. You're a guy who wants to have an online business, and you want 100 people to pay you $50 a month, or you want 200 people to pay you $50 a month. You want to make your entire living through a membership site. You want to lead a great community. I know exactly where you are. And everybody else listening to this video, I know where you are too. You want more time with your kids. I know that's where you are. You want to control your destiny. You want to become and stay self-employed. I know where you are. You have to let them know, look, I get it, man. You have found the person that actually understands where you are. So that's what we're going to try to say here. Okay. And we've already kind of said that, and where you could be tomorrow. The 46 quick win. Say the exact title. The ebook I sent you yesterday. Yesterday, because they probably opted in. I'm assuming this is day 2 email, right? The ebook I sent you yesterday, the title of book, I'll put that there. So if anybody else wants to use this, is designed, you can put that in parentheses, remind them, hey, don't forget I sent you that book. Go check for it. Right? We're calling back. We're looping back to the last email. We're going to open another loop in the next email. is designed to help you jumpstart your new life. Stay out of the ditch it's in forever. Okay. It's a Band-Aid. Right, okay. Stay out of the ditch. Okay. I'm just going to take this part out. It's not designed to do that. It's designed. The ebook I sent you yesterday is designed to jumpstart your new life. Powerful Christian man. Future pace. Paint the picture. Make images come into their mind, right? But there is so much more. Let's see. Truth be told, the more being the passive consumer content, blah blah blah. Nobody's going to read this paragraph for one thing. Nobody's going to read an 8-sentence paragraph, 8-line paragraph. I can't even read it looking at it. You need to be challenged to take your life. You need to agree with him. It's a start. Remind them. There is one key to really making your new life stick. And I know that you have a community, so that's what we're pushing here. You need a group of men who are in your corner. And not just a group of men. You need a group of powerful, modern Christian men in your corner. You need to hear what other men are battling, so you're not. Yeah, just say men who will rally around you in your darkest hour, so you know you're not alone. Getting dramatic here, people. All right. This video is getting long. I got to hurry. You need a proven path that will help you keep. Yeah. Start using exclamation points at this point. Yeah, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Exclamation point. You need the structured content to move you forward. No, don't say that. No one wants structured content. You need structured content. You're a robot. That sounds like homework. You need hot seats. How about we'll just move this up here in your corner and hold you accountable. You have a proven path. You need a tribe. That's okay. I don't mind that. And that tribe is an aerial stick name of membership community. I would say you need the Flip Lifestyle community and that tribe and that tube and that tribe, Flip Lifestyle community. You need to take massive action at the end of the day. Iron surface iron. Okay, so here's what I would just say. Bible says, as iron sharpens iron, is it so? Two men sharpen another. I'll put that in there. You can get it right. Each other. Hope the spell check knows it. Let us sharpen you. I've created the Forge Tribe to champion hope and ambitious men in the adventure of following God. This path pulled me. You've helped other people. I know that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there with testimony. Pulled me and many other men out of the ditch. No, stop. You've got him out of. You're kicking him when he's down. Why don't you just beat him? You know what I'm saying? You suck. You lost. Eventually, you got to give some hope around here, buddy. Like, stop doing that. Most men, I get that. That's going to be on your sales page. We've said enough. And in an email, I would say, I invite you to learn more about the Forge Tribe. Then I would say, click here to learn more. Click here if you are determined to walk a new path in life. And learn more about the Forge Tribe. That's a link. All right. So I'll just bold that to make sure everybody knows it's a link. And then don't worry about this little quote. And I put here, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And, some kind of call sign. Like I always say, flip your life right here. So it's like tagline, whatever your tagline is, yours in Christ or whatever. Shane. And I always call this the who line, like host of the Flip Lifestyle podcast, right? And the where line, like link to your website. One sentence persuasion. That's called. So it's like in one sentence, I'm the host of the Flip Lifestyle podcast, founder of the Flip Lifestyle community, whatever. Then you always put a PS. No, actually, you could take this. That's fine. You don't need a PS for this one. Put a picture of yourself or your podcast art. Just so people know, whatever you have. All right, so now let's read this. Everybody saw the giant wall of text. We didn't even want to read it before. Pretty proud of this one. Here we go. We got to get a subject line too. Shane, do you have any meaningful relationships? You're not alone. Most men do not add meaningful relationships to adult life until after they're 30. We've planted the seed of the mastermind groups. And for good reason. You're busy. You're balancing work, marriage, and kids. You're trying to pay the bills, hopefully plan well for retirement. I bet you feel like you've hit a brick wall. How do I know? I've been down that road. I became prideful, passive aggressive, and ended with high blood pressure, shingles, and performance anxiety. I'd actually take this one out because not everybody's had shingles. That's a little bit unrelatable. How about lost my health, developed performance anxiety, It was awful. Not the life Chris intended. Not the life Christ intended for a Christian man, for Christian men. Now I say a Christian man. On the outside, life looked grand. It was grand. It looked grand to everybody else. Grand. Sound familiar? On the inside, always read your emails out loud before you send them. It makes it sound so much better. But on the inside, I could not hear the voice of God. In anxious attempts, my wife and I agreed. In ancient desperation, my wife and I agreed to a season of prayer and fasting to decide what was next. My journey over the last few years led me in. What was next? Miraculous. Journey over the last few years, we're just trying to plant some curiosity to go read that sales page. Was miraculous. My journey over the last few years led me where I am today and where you could be tomorrow. The ebook I sent you yesterday is designed to jumpstart your new life as a powerful Christian man. So now he knows you've become a powerful Christian man. Ooh, I want to be that. It's a start, but there is one key to really making your new life stick. You need a group of powerful, modern Christian men who are in your corner and hold you accountable. Men who will rally around you in your darkest hour so you know you're not alone. Fix that. Boom. You need a proven path that will help you keep taking steps in the right direction. You need a tribe. And that tribe is name your membership. As the Bible says, let us sharpen you. I've created the Forge Tribe, champion ambitious men in the adventure following God. This path pulled me and many others through this. I invite you to learn more at Workshop. All right. So now we got to have a subject line. Who do we want to read this? We want powerful. So name, comma. Here's how to be a syllable words and subject lines. Keep it short. Here's how to be a, and now we're going to go powerful Christian. Anybody that's not feeling powerful is going to open that subject line. All right, that's it. There's your email, man. Hope that helps you make a lot more sales, guys. Remember my biggest tips from this particular audit. This was a long one, so sorry I went so long on this one, but I'm sure you don't care. Make it readable. Make it scrollable. Be direct. You make sure it has lots of variation in line length so people keep scrolling and keep getting hooked and keep getting in, and just build enough curiosity. Remember, you're selling the link click, not the sale. That will be done on the sales page. So get them to the point where they're ready to click that link. Let them go, and you're going to have a lot more people are going to open your email because your subject line is relevant. They're going to read your email because it's easy to flow through, easy to go, and they're going to click that link so that they go buy your thing. And if you want me to look at one of your emails, here's all you got to do. You go to the Flipped Lifestyle community forums, go log into your account, click on the general questions, and drop an email. Put the whole thing in there. Maybe I'll pick you and look at it. This email and other emails that had other people in the community already, they've been talking about it for days before I even got to it. So you're going to get instant feedback from other amazing members. This is a community of amazing people who want to support you in your online business. So our team is in there, and they'll talk about your email. We got so many people that want to help you. So many people want to help you make better emails. So many people want to help you get more conversions from your email list. And it's all available to you right now in the Flipped Lifestyle community forums. So check that out right now. Go to flippedlifestyle.net, log in, post your question, post your emails, and I might pick you for one of my next videos. So thank you so much, and peace. I'm out.